My name is Elisa. I am the admin of the PPR group, STR, ESL. I'm the admin of all of these groups. I am also a reading and writing teacher. I've been for the past 6 years. I have my master's in education. I've been a test prep tutor for the past 5 years, and I'm also a certified teacher. So what I do, I help teachers to get certified. We will be having, a lot of summer discounts, a lot of boot camps over the summer for the PPR. We are going to be having an in-person session in Houston, and so super excited to bring about our first in-person session. All righty. So before we do that, just a little bit about Ivy League Ready Tutoring. So we are an online tutoring service. So most of the time we're 100% online. We're just starting in person for PPR this summer. And we help our clients excel in passing ELAR 4 through 8, 217, STR, EC through 6, 391, ESL, SPED, and the PPR test. So far, we do have a 90% pass rate. Most people who come through us, they will pass. We always push making sure you monitor your data. So making sure you know your score report, like you've taken some type of practice exam before you go and take the real exam. It may seem tedious, but it's very important. Direct instruction. So I'm going through and I'm highlighting what's important. I'm letting them know what the keywords are, things of that nature. All of that will help you because that's direct instruction. And then constant checks for understanding. So you're always putting your answers in the chat. If you have any questions, you're putting your answers and questions in the chat so that I can assist you. All right. So when we look here, at fraud, right? Fraud is very prevalent online, just period, right? Because people are able to be deceptive and create a narrative that's unfortunately not true, right? And it's sad because as teachers, we are looking to be certified. Nobody has the money or the time to be up here getting scammed. It's not fun. It's not funny. It's none of those things. We have hardworking teachers who are trying to get certified so they can keep their jobs, depending on the district that you have. So it's really serious. And it's heartbreaking, when a teacher messaged me and said, hey, I gave such and such $400 or $500. They said they had the answers to the test, so they said they could help me. And then I never heard from them ever again. The misconception I do want to address is that, like, oh, I shouldn't give money online at all. That's not true. I have been an online tutor for the past 5 years, and many people have given me money. But the difference between me and a scammer is I'm going to give you a service, right? So if you pay me $100, when I give you the time and the location, I'm going to show up. I'm going to show up with my materials. I'm going to be prepared to answer your questions, and you're going to get what you pay for, right? Versus a scammer who takes $400 or $500 from you and then disappear. That is terrible, and that's definitely a scam. It's fraud, and that's what a lot of us are dealing with. So ways that you can spot scammers, right? If they're asking you to send money via a WhatsApp, typically that's a big red flag that, hey, something's not right. I probably should stop engaging in this, right? So WhatsApp is typically the first indicator that there's some fraud going on. A reputable tutor, you will be able to get on the phone and talk to them, text them, email them. They're going to be available. You should also be able to find some type of online presence, right? So be able to follow like their pages. If you go on their pages and you don't see a picture of them, or you see pictures but like they're weird, they don't match their photo, it just seems like it's all over the place. A lot of times you have to trust your gut, right? Because a reputable tutor is going to be someone who's able to be found. It's going to be someone who has some type of online presence, and you should be able to cash at them or Zelle. They'll have different forms of payment, my clients can pay via website or they can cash at me or Zelle me, but I'm an actual person, right? So there should be some evidence that who you're talking to is the actual person. You can reach them, you can contact them, things of that nature. If someone is asking for just outrageous amounts of money, so $500, $600, and they say, hey, I have the answers to the exam, I'm telling you right now, no one has the answers to the exam. Okay, they do not have the answers, Sway. Do not give these people $400 and $500 just for them to go ghost on you. Nobody has the answers to a state exam. We have a lot of people right now who are either fighting for their freedom or their careers because they thought they were getting away with cheating on these exams to become a teacher, right? So you may feel like you're getting away with something, but you're not, right? In actuality, on my page, if anybody's talking about having the actual answers, like, oh, this document has real questions and answers, we've asked people not to do that or they'll be removed from the group because we cannot be sharing questions and answers. Like, you have to be very smart. Yes, you want to be certified. Yes, your job depends on it, but you still have to have integrity as well. If you are unsure of a tutor, you can always message me. You can always DM me, right? Always email me at iBelieveReady@yahoo.com. You can text me. I always preach, hey, report, 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 report. If you report them, I see that there is evidence of scamming, scheming, they will be removed, they will be banned, no questions asked, right? But if you don't report it and then something happens, it's really nothing we can do at that point because it's more reactive instead of proactive. So steps we've taken because we have heard people and their frustration with a lot of spam in the group. The page is now private, right? I've added a moderator who also can go through and check and see, if the page is legit for people who are trying to enter the page. There is a longer wait time. So if you tell somebody, hey, you can join this PPR page, just let them know it's not going to be automatic. We do have to look at the profiles. If you don't answer the questions, 9 times out of 10, you will be declined. Make sure you continue to report so that we can continue to ban and block spam from the group at the end of the day. So the more you report, the more we can get them out of there. So hopefully you've noticed the decrease in spam in the group. So summer discount. So we will be having an STR bootcamp June 14th through the 16th. It is all 3 days. You'll get access to the recordings, Google Classrooms. The STR bootcamp has never been this cheap. It's $100 for all 3 days. It's strictly online. We have the ESL bootcamp. So, you need to be ESL certified by this summer. Once again, ESL bootcamp has never been as cheap. For 3 days, you have access for all 3 days. It's $100. Access to the recordings, June 21st to the 23rd. PPR bootcamp is in person. It's going to be June 28th, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. The place is to be announced for safety purposes, right? So once we have the numbers and the people, all of that will be announced. EC through 6 bootcamp is self-paced. So that means you get access to all 5 subjects, the PowerPoints, the recordings, $125. Once again, has never been this reasonable, but I definitely wanted to make sure that everybody had access to these boot camps if that's something that you wanted to do. You do have to make arrangements to pay by June 3rd in order to get access to the discounts. After that, after June 3rd, it's regular price. Because you're on the call, you'll probably be the only one to know. I will probably extend it to June 11th, which is my birthday. After June 11th at 11:59 p.m., there will be no extensions for any boot camp prices. The price is the price. There will be no discounts. So June 11th will probably be the extended date for any discounts. So when we look here, we have about 15 minutes. Let's go over some strategies. So different strategies. You definitely want to break down the competencies for the PPR exam. You want to create a realistic, measurable, actionable study plan for sure. So if you know that you're not the type of person to be studying all day, every day, you have a short attention span, that's okay. It's no shade. It's no shame at all. Just make sure, hey, that your study plan is reflected of that. So like you might can do 30, 35 minutes every other day. That's okay. Pull out vocabulary and study them by way of flashcards, Quizlets. You want to look for trends within the competencies and the answer choices. Trends include students using graphic organizers, students holding discussions, right? It should be very student centered. We want students, talking, asking questions, study guides, things of that nature. Answer choices you want to stay away from that are red flags are typically going to be flashcards, worksheets, watching extended videos. A clip is 30 seconds or less. So anything where it's like, students are just watching a video, that's typically incorrect. Pull out important information in the question and the answer choices. So answer choices that tend to that you want to be really looking at. So important information is typically the grade level. So the younger the student is, the more hands-on and active you need the activity to be, right? Hands-on, active. The older the student is, the more you want students to be thinking on a high level. So to be making inferences, to be evaluating, to be analyzing, things like that. One of the other strategies you would think would, just kind of come with the territory, but sometimes we get nervous and we switch back and forth. But you really want to make sure that you do not change your answers. Definitely stick with your first mind. Read the questions in their entirety. I know it's easy to kind of go through an answer choice and you're like, oh, this sounds right. I'm going to pick that. But unfortunately, when you do that, you rob yourself of the opportunity of reading another answer choice that might be better, right? So we have good, better, best. You want to pick the best answer, right? So do not change your answer. Remember, mindset is everything. So, I'm big on affirmations, I'm big on mindset. So 6% mindset, 40% content. You want to go in saying, hey, I can do this. I am studying and persisting with purpose for a reason. I only fail when I give up, and I absolutely can pass this exam because you can. It is not out of your reach. You got this. You can pass this exam. So, recommended resources. I do recommend the PPR study guide. It is free through TEA. Have you used the PPR study guide before? You can just say yes or no. You can type it out or come on mute, whatever works for you. So we have our PPR study guide. You can get it free through TEA. Are you able through the file section? You have access. Use the materials in the PPR Google Classroom. Online resources such as Certified Teacher and then Pearson, which is $10. All right. So I really, really hope this was helpful for you in